We are live. We are live. And I just want to welcome you to Love My Dub. Hashtag Love My Dub. I'm the number one fan of Dub, and I want to help you reach out and help more people. And I'm not sure who needs to hear this today. However, I want to make sure that you have the opportunity to do what you need to do to help your community. And one of the things we're going to be talking about today is your video strategy. What does it encompass? What does it look like? And how can we improve on it or create it if you haven't actually had anything in place? So what do you think? Can we do this? Can we get started? Let's make it so.
Hi, Scott Sullivan here. A lot of you know me as Sully. Dub has doubled my business in the last year. You are about to go on a journey with Russ Johns. Welcome to I Love Dub.
Well, the best thing about Dub is the fact that I can make so many personal contacts with it, and it's so on point.
Why do I love Dub? Let me count the ways. One, because my friend Russ Johns uses it and he knows things.
Boom. Hey, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. And also, Jordan, I hope you're doing well. I hope everything is going smoothly in your world. And that's one of the things I want to talk today about is not everything always goes as planned. And as a business owner and an entrepreneur, we have to really train ourselves to actually not look at problems as much as opportunities. And sometimes they're opportunities to actually build resilience in our life. And I want to talk a little bit about, hey, Joe, what's going on, brother? Love my dub, hashtag love my dub, absolutely, positively. And one of the things that I can relate to, and I'm sure that many of us can relate to, if you've been in business for any length of time, one of the things that you're always going to be challenged with is, okay, you have peaks and valleys, you have opportunities and obstacles. And I think last week we talked about how to overcome the obstacles and turn them into opportunities. And it's the same thing that I want to talk about today from a different perspective, because many times we think about the challenges and we focus our attention on the challenges when we really should be talking and thinking about and focusing on the resilience we have because of those challenges. And I know it's difficult for us when we're in the moment, when we're in the middle of a crisis and we're trying to figure things out and how to maneuver and manipulate and manage all the resources we need to manage, finances, business, payroll, whatever it happens to be. All of these things are elements that we're going to have to deal with at some point in time. And when we hit them head on and we actually decide, okay, I need to do X, Y, and Z in order to accomplish this goal. And many times we don't focus on the positive results of the challenge. We focus on, and maybe this is just me. Maybe I'm alone in this. However, we focus on the challenge when we should be focusing on the opportunity to learn from this challenge, grow from this challenge, and expand our experience from this challenge. Every experiment becomes experience. And I've gone through my life and I've had peaks and valleys and ups and downs and almost every imaginable experience you can have. And I'm here to tell you, I'm still standing, I'm still here. And even when life is not perfect, and the way I define perfect and I define success may not be the same as everyone's. However, if I can get up and I can imagine how I describe my favorite day and some of the things around that, you know, you're on the right track. You're thinking, okay, well, I'm putting this out there. I'm getting this involved. I'm getting this engaged in my head, in my mind, in my beliefs. And I can imagine what my favorite day would look like. And it probably is less stress. You're free to do what you want. You have more time, freedom. And that's the reason why a lot of people get into business. I heard a statistic the other day that there was a 40% increase in 2022 for startup businesses. Paired along with the same statistic that, you know, people are quiet quitting, people are not returning to the office, they're not going back. And I think a lot of people are discovering that their time is more important to them than they realized after 2 years of having some extra time. But I don't know if that's the case with you. I don't know if it's the case with your life and your business. And the way I want to draw it back to Dub is that we have an opportunity to create content that we can create and add value to our community and reduce those risks of feast and famine. And also the idea that we can actually reduce and put systems in place that allow us to actually generate a more systematic approach to the way we're doing business, and actually get maybe I love to get more aggressive, or at least I'm working on getting more aggressive, because I think we're going into a period where people are going to have to think about, how can I continue to add value to my community when I know that there are people out there that are struggling? You know, if we talk about homelessness, suicide, you know, fentanyl, and we talk about the challenges in society, I think it's our obligation as business owners and entrepreneurs to actually do what we can to assist and support our community the best way possible. And one of the things that Dub allows us to do is actually create content and add value that we don't necessarily have to repeat every single time we put something out there. And, you know, writing an email, you know, you can use some templates that can create 90% of the information you want to share on questions, like an FAQ on your website, things that people always ask you. Reduce those one-off elements. And that's what Dub really shines at, is being able to quickly and personably add value to the community. And I think it's important for us to understand that that's not always the case. We have the opportunity to actually generate some of this stuff and pursue a better outcome using video, explainer videos, tutorials, mini courses, and some of those elements are all out there and available to us. And I think that we really need to have a time of reflection and saying, okay, what is your strategy? What have you done to accomplish a few pieces of the puzzle in your video strategy? Because if you're not using video right now, you're missing the opportunity to actually educate and inform and engage with your community. And I think it's really a powerful tool that we're going to see continue to build out and grow. I remember in the early days of podcasting, you know, a lot of people they had no idea what a podcast was. And you had to actually explain it to them and show people and share how to access a podcast. And it's getting increasingly easier to adapt with the technology, put things in place, and actually generate content that you could turn on a microphone just like this. And right now I'm broadcasting to multiple platforms, you know, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and ultimately we have systems that are emerging every single day. And I encourage you to actually go and maybe take a look at some of those systems, because if you want to talk about Dubb, or if you want to sit down and ask questions and talk about this, you know, you can always go to bookrust.com. Let me put this up there, bookrust.com. And I'm happy to actually sit down with you and create a conversation. And just like the team at Dubb, you know, Darius and Ruben and Rob, they're off doing a webinar right now at this point in time with HubSpot. HubSpot creates a tremendous amount of content. And I just want to remind everybody that they have a process for that. They love video. Dubb loves video, and we can create video and share this information. And if you haven't been to the, let me find it here. Oh, the YouTube Dubb app, youtube.com/Dubb app. And YouTube, there's a ton of content over there. Dubb has a strategy for video. I have a strategy for video. I'm more than willing to help you create your strategy for your video. And it doesn't require you to be on screen just like this. There's a lot of ways that you could do this. I'm creating a couple of elements for information videos that they're just videos explaining some of the things that people need to understand. And you could do that. Or you could actually create mini courses. Let me share this with you. Mini course, lovemydubb.com/Dubb simple Dubb simple sales funnel. And you can go find that if you're listening to this on the podcast. My point is that there are so many different ways that you can actually add value to your community, that it's not a matter of how do I do it? It's a matter of, well, let me take that back. A lot of people say, well, how do I do it? Well, reach out to me. I tutor people on this technology. I coach people on this technology. And if you just want to hand it off, I also do it for people with this technology. Whether it's, you know, getting a landing page or an email marketing campaign or a mini course in place for your sales funnel, all of these things are available to us now. And it's not that difficult from a technical perspective. It's becoming easier and easier to put these out into the world and produce content with it. You have more than enough resources to actually create something once and use it over and over again. You have the opportunity to actually create something that will allow you to build on what you're doing and continue to grow with it. And I think that's important for us to understand that, you have something that you can actually use for your video strategy. Start simple. Start incredibly simple. In fact, on LinkedIn, You can actually, on your phone, you can actually record a video and send it to contacts. Or you can send an audio file over if you're shy and you don't want to get on camera. These are simple techniques that you can use in order to accomplish your goal or get started on your goal. So don't hesitate, because video and engaging like this increases your likelihood that somebody's going to see you, react and respond to your personality, and say, oh, this makes a lot of sense to me. Maybe I should try some of that. Maybe I should try some of those ideas. Maybe I should add a video strategy to my business. Because let's face it, a lot of business owners are busy doing their thing in their business, and they're working in their business. They're not working on their business. So it's not a crime to ask for help or assistance. And I've been doing this a long time, and I really encourage people to take advantage of the opportunity to implement a video strategy. And it's really, in fact, if you want to start, if you sign up for Dubb using my affiliate link, dubb.com/r/Russ Johns, RUSSJOHNS, if you're listening to the podcast, I'm more than happy to offer you a strategy session, no charge. Let's just decide, okay, what looks good, what makes sense, what does your business need, where can this fit in? I've had three calls this week from business owners that they just need a little assistance. They just need a little support to encourage them, give them a roadmap. You know, I'm not giving you a menu of stuff. I'm mapping this out for you, and you can actually do a lot with a little bit of effort. So it doesn't take it's not a 9-week course. It's not a year-long adventure. It's not like you're publishing a book or writing a novel or creating a movie. It's just beginning to start a video strategy, creating a few pieces of content that you can actually utilize. And if you go to my profile on LinkedIn, I've got a mini course for podcasting. I've got a mini course for Dubb. I've got a mini course for live streaming. And those are all available. You know, you don't even have to have a Sales Navigator campaign or a Sales Navigator account to take advantage of that. And I think it's important for us to actually look at that and say, wow, I could do that. Check it out. And those were created using Dubb. And I know it's not necessarily for everyone, and not every business needs it. I think every business needs it. Every business can utilize it. Every business can actually leverage the ability to create content and move their business forward. So it's not as if it's a lost cause or a solution that is going to end at the end of content creation. But imagine, if you will, if you had 3 more calls a week. What would that do to your business? 5 more calls a week. Using this same strategy, I book as high as 10 calls a day, that's pretty, it's challenging doing 10 calls a day for any length of time, because you still have to get client work done, but that's just me. I don't know what 10 calls a day would do for your business. However, think about that, because I have a strategy that I've used for the last 4 years that would allow you the opportunity to actually book calls like that. And it's not difficult. The technology is not beyond your skills. There's things that you can do. There's support that you have right here. I'm available, and you can actually sign up for dub.com/r/Russ Johns, and sign up for a free account, and then go to Book Russ and say, hey, I signed up for an account using your link, and I'd like to schedule a strategy session with you. And let's not make it any more complicated than that. And then let's build a strategy for you and help you grow your business. And I want to be able to, hey, Jim, what's happening? Thanks for joining us and being here today. I know that Jim is an advocate for video, and he's more than willing to put himself out there. And he's a great connection. If you want to connect with Jim, go track him down on LinkedIn. He's an awesome individual that will help you. And let's make sure that we're helping each other out too. And like, if you're more into podcasting, just go to Podcast My Brand. You can actually, you can take the mini course, which is designed in Dub. It's a mini course that's available in Dub. So that's another opportunity out there. But I wanted to drop by. I know Ruben, Rob, and Darius are at a HubSpot webinar. And I just wanted to drop in and keep this schedule going and help as many people as I can in their journey with video. And if you have any inclination that you just want to brainstorm with it, let me know, because I'm here to help and assist and support you guys. I'm here for you. So if you're watching this in the future, or if you're watching this or listening to this on another platform, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever platform you are, let me know. Where are you actually coming in from? Jeffrey, what's happening? Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And I want to recognize the fact that you're here. Are you using video? Are you implementing video in your strategy, your long-term strategy? Let us know in the comments. And I want to really acknowledge the fact that I'm a huge fan. I'm number one fan of Dub, only because it's worked for me. It's continuing to work for me, and I have systems and strategies in place that I know will work for you. So if you have questions about it, if you have any kind of ideas you want to share, or just have a conversation and get to know each other, let's see how we can support each other in the community. Let's see how we can actually assist the community itself and increase and level up the skills that we have, and also build relationships. I talk a lot about relationship building. I talk a lot about the opportunity to actually grow and invest in each other, invest in the people that are here doing the work, sharing the information. I think next Tuesday I got a couple of shows I'm going to be guesting on coming up. So look for those announcements, and make sure that we talk about things that are important. We share things that are valuable, and we know that we're going to be able to, hey, there's Michael. How you doing, man? I just really appreciate you dropping by here, because we've got a lot of things going on in the world today, and don't get distracted by all of the noise around you. Focus on building a system, focus on building something that you can actually repeat over and over again You can create once and you can utilize it again and again. Make those connections, start those conversations, book the calls, and actually generate revenue for your business. And one thing that I've struggled with over time, full transparency, is, I'll go off on a tangent. I'll think, well, I'm doing this thing over here, and it's like, oh, okay, I get bored. I want to go do something else. However, when I build something and access it consistently, utilize it consistently, like Dubb, it always returns. It always returns equity, and it returns it tenfold. And so I just can't say enough about it. I can't say anything more positive than that. It just, the returns on my investment of time and effort and energy are amazing. So if you, like I said, and I'll repeat this till I'm going to beat the desk and I'm going to make it happen, is build a strategy, utilize video to your advantage, and build systems that are encouraging and supportive of everything you have going on. And like I said, if you have any questions, if you have any ideas that you want to connect with, reach out. Like I said, I'm available, bookruss.com. Book a time that works for your schedule. If you don't see anything on the schedule that works for it, email me. Connect with me on LinkedIn Messenger. I'm an open networker. I accept connections all the time. Or you can follow me and then message me, whatever works out for you. I just do appreciate the fact that you're here. I appreciate the fact that we're in this day and age where we have the ability to share this information freely. And it's, yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I got some projects I'm going to knock out today, and I just want to make sure that I wanted to share this information because, as you know, kindness is cool and smiles are free. And I want you to enjoy the day. Till next time, next Wednesday, 12:15 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be there or be square. Bye-bye.